Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be creating this wine-colored smoky eye, which I think is a nice statement. It's great for going out at night or maybe in the daytime during the fall or winter. And I'm going to be creating this look using entirely Real Techniques brushes. And this is for the Real Looks program where they feature beauty gurus and beauty bloggers on their site using Real Techniques brushes. But I have to say that I would not participate in this if I didn't completely believe in the Real Techniques brushes. If you follow me on Twitter, I've been raving about them long before they started this like guest blogger program. So I've just always been in love with these brushes. They're really soft synthetic brushes, and of course I wouldn't promote products to you guys that that I didn't believe in. And I'm not being paid for this or anything. I just thought I would do this for fun. If you want to know how to create this look, just keep watching. So I've already done my morning skincare routine and I've put on a lip balm. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tinted moisturizer, and it's a couple of shades darker than my skin because I like to darken myself up a little bit in the summer, which is totally fine as long as it's a sheer formula and you blend it down your neck. So I'm going to start out with 2 pumps of this and blend it all down my face and neck. Make sure to get it all the way out to the edges of your face. And make sure you take it back as well. And put a little bit on your ears if you are going to be wearing your hair back. Also, this is good because it does have SPF, so you will be protecting your ears from the sun because it really hurts to get sunburn on your ears. I've had it before and it's really unpleasant. I'm just going to powder my skin, and this is an optional step, but if you have dry skin, just embrace the dewiness that you get from it and don't powder. So I'm just going to put this through the center of my face because I want to keep a glow on my cheeks, and I'm just using a loose powder. And then I'm using the Real Techniques by Samantha Chapman buffing brush. Just place that on the shiny spots. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pointed foundation brush, which I really love. It's great for concealer. That's what I use it for because usually I just apply my foundation with my fingers. And I'm going to mix 2 different concealer colors. I'm going to take this one right here and the one next to it. And I'm going to mix those together at about a 1-to-1 ratio and put it under my eyes and on this lovely blemish I have on my upper lip. I was a bad girl and I picked it, so it's like totally tortured. And these bristles are like so feathery soft that they just blend it out effortlessly. Usually I find when I use a brush for my concealer, I end up just going in with my fingers anyway. So, but here, not so much. I feel like the brush actually does the work for me. And then can't forget that very attractive blemish that I have. And now the next step is to apply a nice shimmering base. And I'm going to use something that's kind of similar to, like a little bit darker than my skin tone and shimmery. And this will just enhance the color that we're going to put on our eyelids. So I'm just going to tap a really small amount of that on my eyelid. So we're going to start out with this color at the bottom, and we're going to apply that to the inner third of our lid and the inner corners of our eyes. And next we're going to take this next color up, and this is kind of an interesting like wine burgundy pinky color. And I'm just going to place that all over my lid and up into my crease, still using the base shadow brush. So that's the placement you should be going for, and then you can build up the intensity on the lid and then let it diffuse outward. And now I'm going to take just a little bit more on the end of the brush and really tap off the excess and take it under my lower lash line just to meet where we stopped the lighter color. And yes, this eyeshadow is going to look very sickly and zombie-ish until we apply the crease color and the black eyeliner. But I promise it'll resolve itself and look nice. So next what I'm going to do is take the Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm just going to use that to blend out the colors. then we're going to take our base shadow brush once again, and we're going to take this eggplant purple color right here, and we're going to run that through the crease. And then you're going to take your Deluxe Crease brush once again and blend out the color. Now I'm going to take the accent brush, and I'm going to take the same eggplant color, and I'm going to apply it under the eye, along the lower lash line, just about halfway, maybe 3/4, depending on the size of your eyes. If you have larger eyes, you can go further in. And then going to do the same thing on the upper lash line, making it a bit thicker of a smudge on the outer corner. Now I'm going to take a black liner, and I'm just going to line my lower water lines, and also I'm going to tight line my upper lash line, or upper water line, I suppose. And taking the smudging brush once again, I'm just going to smudge out any shadow that got over the lash line, and that'll add to the smokiness of the look. And now I'm going to tight line the upper lash line. I'm going to take the tiniest amount just on the outer corner of the upper lash lines, and then taking that lovely little accent brush once again and going to smudge that out for even more smokiness and definition in the outer corners. And the last step for the eyes is mascara, so I'm just going to do that and be right back. And now I'm going to move on to the brows. And for the brows, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques eyebrow brush, and I'm going to be using 2 different colors mixed together for this. I'm going to be using this kind of light brown color here, and then mixed with this black color in about a 2-to-1 ratio brown to black. So start at the tail of my eyebrow, and then work my way in towards the front of the eyebrow, because the tail is always the part that's a bit more sparse, so we need to give that a little bit more attention, and then work inward and start going up instead of sideways when you get to about here. So then I'm going to do my brow highlight, so I'm just going to take this Deluxe Crease brush again and just wipe off the excess blending color that we have on there from blending out the shade that we already had on our eyes. And then I'm going to take this nice like bone color right here. I'm just going to place that under my eyebrows to kind of bring out the shaping that we just did. So now I'm just going to take the pointed foundation brush yet again and touch up around the outer corners, because as you can see there's a bit of fallout. So I'm just going to take the same concealer colors that I used before and apply a little bit more of that under this part of my eye to lead to a crisper line under the eye. And now I'm going to move on to the rest of the face. So first thing I want to do is apply a contour color, and I'm going to use the same kind of cool brown color that I used for my eyebrows, and I mean not mixed with the black of course, and I'm going to use the Real Techniques contour brush. I'm just going to make my little fishy face, you all know the drill, and then work this into the back of my cheekbone area, and then I'm also going to put this in the temples and bring it back into the hairline, of course, because we don't want to have weird white areas in between our contour and our hair. And then bring that up and back into the hair, because again, we don't want a line of demarcation and then a little white area between our hair and our contour, because that would give away the fact that we don't actually have a slim sculpted face that we've created. And what's the point of contouring if everyone's going to be able to see right through it? And then I'm also going to take this under my chin a little bit, and this will help slim my jawline. However, it's very, very important that you blend downward. Otherwise you'll just have an awkward line and you'll be no better than those that wear foundation the wrong color and then don't blend down the neck. So I'm gonna create that line, then gonna buff downward. I'm using circular motions because I find that that just spreads out the product a little bit better, but you can do whatever works for you. So next thing I'm going to do is take my buffing brush again and just dust off the extra loose powder. There shouldn't be much on there. And I'm going to take this kind of, I would say that it's kind of an antique rose color with a little bit of peach in it, and it's shimmery. And I'm going to take this and just tap the buffing brush into it and then apply that to the apples of my cheeks. And I think the buffing brush is the perfect apple of the cheek shape, so just really easy. And last thing we're going to do is our lips, of course, to complete the look. So I'm going to take a kind of nude lip liner that's darker than my lips, and I'm going to apply it starting in the corners and kind of a thicker line in the corners and then a thinner line as I go towards the center of my mouth. And during this part you could overline your lips. Of course, that's optional depending on the size of your lips and whether or not you want to enlarge them. I'm going to slightly overline, but nothing dramatic because we don't want to look ridiculous. And then I'm just going to blend that in with my finger. Now I'm going to apply this peachy nude lip color. It kind of picks up on the same tones that we had in our blush, which I really like, and it's also subtle enough to go with our kind of colored smoky eye. So, and you want to make sure that you have overlapped it over the lip liner so the lip liner isn't super obvious. So this is the finished look. Just kind of healthy, clean skin, but with a light coverage and some peachy, healthy cheeks and a colored smoky eye. So I hope you enjoyed creating this look, and I will see you later. Bye!